Hey everyone, my name is Cindy Phillips and I am a gold leader in doTERRA. Just a little bit about me. I am a mom of 3 great adult children, and some of them live nearby, some of them don't, live in other states, but we love getting together. In fact, we just came back from a vacation together. So we've been, our buckets have been filled as we had some time to share together as a family. I've been using doTERRA products now for about 9 years, and I've been building and on the business side of doTERRA for about 1.5 years. So love using all of the products, as do all the members of our immediate family. My kids love using them. My daughter-in-law uses them. And I'm also a school principal in a private Christian school. And we have been using doTERRA products now for several years in our classrooms and diffusers, and we also use them, use the On Guard soap in our restrooms, and use it in our nurse's office with families that have incorporated natural solutions and doTERRA into their personal health and wellness. So I am very blessed to be able to use doTERRA products in my personal life and in professional life. So that's just a little bit about me. I am just super blessed to be able to come to you and share just a little bit about the Loyalty Rewards program. Becky Farrant asked me to just share a little bit about what I do in making that a priority for customers as I enroll them in doTERRA. And I was honored that she asked me to do this. She shared a figure with me, which I really didn't know until she shared it with me, that the retention rate of the customers on my organization, it's at 90%, which is high. doTERRA in and of itself, as I'm sure you are aware, is quite high at 68, 69% retention. But when she told me that my retention rate was 90%, I guess I just never thought about that. And in a way, that's probably a good thing. In a way, that's maybe not a good thing, but I'll tell you why I think it's a good reflection that I haven't really made that number in and of itself a priority. So I'm going to share some things with you about how I incorporate loyalty rewards into just my day-to-day interactions with customers. And clearly I don't have the market on this for sure. I'm sure many of you have great ideas and ways that you incorporate conversations about loyalty rewards. So please just know that I'm just sharing ideas with you. If something strikes a chord with you and that it's something that you want to start to incorporate, that's great. Here's where I would start, and if you don't mind, I've written down some notes to kind of keep me on track, but signing up every customer with a loyalty rewards program set up is an expectation that I've set for myself, and I think that's why I don't focus on the number that Becky shared with me, but it is truly my goal to help every single customer that has enrolled in doTERRA begin to explore the products, incorporate different products into their lives so that they can live the best life possible with these incredible products and these safe, natural products. So in order to do that, I think the most intelligent way to purchase doTERRA is to set a customer up on a loyalty rewards program. And clearly I want my customers to get the biggest bang for their buck and the most for their dollars and create value for them. So these are words that I use that I'm sharing with you about incorporating as many natural, safe, and effective products into their lives as possible. That I believe that setting up an LRP is the most intelligent way to purchase doTERRA products. I want them to get the most for their dollar, the biggest bang for their buck. I want to create value for them. Those are all key words and phrases that I use. My customers, as I'm sure this is for the same for you, they are number one. Without them, we don't have the business side of doTERRA. So it's very important that that I share that goal and that vision that I have for them. And in terms of, financial value, the products obviously are going to speak for themselves. Now, I still help them navigate and figure out what products would be best for them and how to incorporate those products into their monthly carts. And I'll get into that a little bit here. But I start out with that financial component, if you will, because that's important to most people. I certainly, I know that I'm not going to necessarily have every single customer. I don't have every single one of my customers on LRP, but at 90%, that's very high. And so I do believe that having that personal mindset of that expectation that I'm going to sign up every customer for the reasons that I just stated to you, that helps me get to where I am in terms of setting up the customers on LRP. Then I guess I'll just mention from the business side, of LRP, the way I look at LRP, even though my priority, as I said, is to benefit and to bless the customers, I also know that the LRP is the key to retention. It's just absolutely the key to retention. It's the foundation of my business structure. And that's a blessing on a monthly basis to, be able to go to my back office and see all those little circles and know that, all these people are set up on LRPs. There's a consistency there that from a business perspective is, as I said, it's a foundation. So obviously enrolling is key as well, but man, that's the LRP bread and butter. So, okay, here's some practical steps that I go through that hopefully will be helpful to you. So here's what I do. When I am either in a one-on-one or in a class and I'm talking about enrollment, I focus on that wholesale enrollment. I do not go deep into the weeds talking about LRP at all. I briefly mentioned there's a way to earn free products, which I will explain one-on-one after we go through enrollment, but I keep it extremely brief and extremely simple. At the enrollment, when I'm literally sitting down, we're filling out the paperwork, I explain that I'm going to contact them within a week after they receive their products and they have a chance to try them. I tell them that we will set up a time to meet face to face if they are local. If they're not, I just enrolled several people up in Michigan at a class. I'm not going back up right now to set them all up on their LRPs. So that will be by phone. And so I have several phone calls this week. I like it better when I'm face to face, and I'll explain why, but I still can accomplish the same goals over the phone. When we meet face to face, I bring my laptop with me. When I'm on the phone, I have my laptop in front of me, and when we're setting up that time to meet, I make sure that the customer knows I need you to have your laptop with you. Or an iPad. I don't encourage them to use their phone. Obviously, we'll be on the phone. It's just easier to use the laptop or an iPad. And I'll remind them of that. I'll send them a text message. Hey, we're going to talk at this time, or we're going to meet at this time. And what I tell them is, and these are the words I use, I let them know I'm going to show them how to access their account and set up their account to earn points to get free products. So my goal is to literally walk them through their account. I know that many of us order online, and many of these customers are very used to online ordering. I do think that Doterra's website is amazing, but I find that if it's better when I walk somebody through their account. I show them exactly how to access information, how to search for products, because obviously there's various ways to do that. I just think for some people it can be overwhelming if they're trying to do it on their own. So that's part of what I'm doing. I am literally making this so easy for them that they will become very comfortable and familiar with how to use their account. So if I am face-to-face or on the phone, I will literally go step by step, and I will help them sign in with their personal ID and their password. I will use this phrase with all of you: I drive the car. When it's my laptop, I'm showing them how to access. I will say, here's your your ID, here's your password. We're going to drive the car together, but I'm going to press these buttons for you. I explain the preferred way to order, and the smartest way to purchase doTERRA products is to set up their loyalty reward program, which I also use the phrase, it's the free oil program. I explain they're not required to place an order monthly, but there are so many reasons why to do so. I also then explain very simply, they're earning the 25% discount as a wholesale customer, but very, very simply, I explain the way to earn points at 10 to 30% of their volume. I don't go too deep. It becomes way too overwhelming. So I just keep it super simple, and I tell them as we move forward, I will help them and answer questions, obviously, but I at least give them an overview on that. I also review the differences of placing, different PV orders. So like a 50-point order, what that equates to, or 100 or 125 for the free product of the month, that type of thing. But again, I keep it super, super simple. This is a key point. Never ever use the words auto ship. There are a lot of companies out there, obviously, that have auto ship, and a lot of people order that way, but there are a lot of people that are turned off to the word auto ship. So I don't use that. I use the phrase, there's a free option to participate in the loyalty rewards program. Again, the best way to get the products for the cheapest price is to earn points for free products. Then I go back to driving the car. Or if I'm on the phone, I'm guiding them. I'm telling them, go here, go to this drop-down menu, press this button, etc. So I just go through the website step by step, and I set up the LRP with them, including, the first step of choosing a date, why you want to choose a date between the 1st and the 15th, that type of thing. Then once we're into their account, they've set up their date, we are beginning to look at their cart. I share very briefly my personal examples of how I use my LRP, how I fill my cart each month, how I change it. I always start with the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I explain how to add the certain products for a reduced price, like Terrazyme, using that every month, PB Assist, and any other products that are my staples, if you will. I literally add them to their cart, and I say, we're going to walk through this together. And I'm going to show you the things. I'm going to show you what my cart would look like. And as I'm literally adding them, especially like with Lifelong Vitality, it's so beneficial to show them how you can add that and then how you go to those different products for the reduced prices. So as I'm adding them, I'm talking about how I use them, how they affect me. Obviously, some of them may already have it if they've purchased it as they've enrolled in a kit, but some won't. And even if they have just purchased it in a kit, I remind them that's a 30-day supply, so this is just a staple. And then I also show them along the way. I say, now we can take these things out as we're setting up your cart, but I just want to show you how to add items, how to search for items, how to search for oils, different products, personal care, what have you, and show them how to add them to their cart. even though they don't have points in their account yet, I still can familiarize them with the location of the information in their account. I always tell them when they're ready to use those points, I will help them. I will make sure to help them use those points, and we'll meet again briefly or chat on the phone, what have you. I also love to go into how much money we have saved as a family. So cost savings between purchasing over-the-counter meds, personal care items, cleaning supplies, most of which have great toxicity, and how converting to Doterra has saved us money. So when I share those details, it blows their minds. I mean, because of course one of the things people think is that oils are expensive. So I want them to understand the value that they're getting, plus obviously the safety in using Doterra products and the natural sense and the effectiveness of them. Finally, if time permits, I reference the crazy generosity of Doterra's reward program. There's no other credit card or reward program that I have ever found that comes close to what Doterra does with their 10 to 30% product volume reward. So, you know, most people have a credit card that has a reward program, so they're familiar with these other programs, but I try to highlight the blessing that Doterra gives back to customers and how that's just crazy ridiculous in its totality, I guess I'll say, in comparison with other reward programs. Finally, I guess I would say the entire LRP conversation has a flow that definitely includes a format that I've shared with you, just some bits and pieces here. And I follow that format. I mean, I've done it enough that it just flows, but it's a format. So while that's important, I never want to take away, it's also important to be so natural, be conversational, answer questions. You're desiring to bless your customers with the best value and in the manner which will allow them to continue to purchase Doterra in the most intelligent way. This is not about sales, it's about blessing our customers. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions at all. My email address is healthylife@gmail.com, and I would be happy to chat with you. Thank you again. Be blessed, and I hope to chat with you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.